Good morning, Dylan. It is August 15th, and it's a Friday. Congratulations, we made it through another week. Dylan, in your video, you talked about how you have a hard time following through on an idea. I know exactly what you mean. It is really hard to follow through on some of these ideas that I have as well. Like this week alone, I wanted to do something involving faster than light travel, which, while trying to do research for that, I stumbled into many other ideas that would be kind of fun to have, like teleportation and quantum computers. All of these revolved around the same idea of some form of understanding of quantum mechanics, which is something I don't think I can comprehend well enough to boil down into a 4-minute video of the topic, let alone quantum mechanics itself, which, like I said, you have to understand. So coming up with a viable topic becomes a problem. Now, I'm no scientist by any stretch of the imagination, so I can only follow through on those things that I can understand well enough to grasp and try and move on with. I get the basics of a lot of what they're talking about. It makes it really hard to understand the more advanced things that are going on there. But it's a fun topic to at least start with. Unfortunately, as I do more research, I find out that I can't quite follow through, which becomes a problem, and means I have to find a new topic. So I find a new topic, and then I run into the similar roadblocks again and again and again. All I'm doing is finding great ideas that I have a hard time understanding well enough to boil down. But I keep finding ways ways that all kinds of other things are connected, like this, like I mentioned earlier, with the faster than light travel to teleportation to quantum computers. These are all things that I found and I can relate thanks to quantum mechanics. They're all connected, which, quantum mechanics is the understanding of the most fundamental things in the universe, so everything is connected because of them. Surprise, surprise. On the topic of everything being related, you talked about how people use the internet, and more specifically search engines, to try and solve many of their problems. You said it wasn't a rhetorical question and then I could try to answer it. Well, I don't have an answer. My only guess is people assume the internet is the collection of all human knowledge. Everything we think we know, we do know, and having a device able to fit in your hand that has all the knowledge of human history and human thought and human creativity, surely it can figure out what's wrong with me at any given point in time or how to fix it. But because it is such a vast network of information, I think it ends up doing the exact opposite. We end up getting drawn into it. Being drawn into it means that it ends up being counterproductive to our initial plan or goal. And that counterproductivity, I think, is what causes, for example, you and your sleep deprivation to continue to be sleep deprived in the future. The immediate future, and hopefully not the long-term future. Because you've gotten distracted from your original plan and you've just kept on going. That is the only thing I can come up with right now without any research and just as a best guess. Hopefully that satisfies it, at least for now, until we can actually come up with a much more appropriate answer. Well, Dylan, that's all I have for this video. I hope you have a great weekend, and I plan on seeing you on Monday.